Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day, and good night to you all. Hopefully, you are all having a lovely day. It has been raining a bunch here, and also, being in Melbourne is a struggle at the best of times, to put it mildly. But we're here, and we're here to world build, damn it. World building will happen, and it has to happen because I have been very unproductive for the last 2 weeks. Cause what? I would have finished up the art of these, not the last Saturday, the Saturday before that, which I could do the math on, but I don't really want to. The 15th, maybe? I did the art for these on that day, or some of it at the very least, I think. And then I haven't touched it since then, which is a little bit awkward. In general, hold on, last update, 18th of May. That sounds about right, honestly. Yeah, that sounds accurate and a little disappointing, but that's on me. In part, that's because I didn't end up streaming on the next Tuesday, in which I would have done the sidebar, but it's fine, I'm here now. It's sidebar time, because we have the main kind of body of the article describing the outfit, and its 4 variants, its purpose, and a brief rundown of its history. And then what the sidebar is gonna have, because there's a lot of space to fill. And the hope is that this will have a picture of me in the tabard, but I might not be able to fulfill that in time. Shit's kind of... a lot of things are happening, unfortunately. There will be a photo of me in the tabard in this slot here, but it may not be complete by the time the challenge ends, mostly because... So we were gonna buy the fabric last Thursday, but we had to cancel because I had a family thing, and the person who was actually making the tabard had another family thing. So we couldn't do it last Thursday. And the plan is we were gonna buy the fabric this Thursday. But it's unlikely I'll be able to go, just because of, let's just call it COVID anxiety. So, I might not be able to attend, but I think they're gonna be in the city anyway, so the fabric purchasing will happen, assuming that they don't, super lock us down, and God, I can only hope that they don't do that again, because that sucks. So the fabric will be purchased on Thursday, me or not, but then it's whether I'm gonna get a photo of me in it is gonna depend on a lot of shit, because it requires me and the person making it to be able to meet at a central location at some point prior to what day of the week? When does it stop? When does it stop? When does it completely end? Because I said 5th of June. That's when the article content ends, but I would consider an image like that to be eligible for the revision section, the sharing period, minor edits. I would consider that to be a fairly minor edit, because so we have until the 12th, and I'm not sure that we'll be able to do that, but we will see. Failing getting a photo of me in the tabard, and I want to make that pledge, because there will be a photo of me in that goddamn tabard at some point. It might just take a while. Failing getting it on me before the 5th, the hope is that I would be able to get a decently nice photo of it, either on a mannequin. I don't think that my friend has a mannequin, unfortunately, but either on a mannequin or just laid out nicely, on a white table or some shit, just so you can see it. Just so that we can, like, I can show it off that it exists. Because unfortunately, because it's being made to my measurements, and I am tiny, my friend can't wear it. Well, arguably they could, but it wouldn't fit properly. I mean, it's a tabard. Anyone can wear a tabard unless, like, it's really big. So actually, arguably, it would fit them, just be kind of small. We'll figure something out. At the very least, there will be a photo of the tabard somewhere on the article, and it'll go here at some point. But I will probably hide the thing. I'm doing this because I'm trying to do like the comment formatting, because I think that would work, because I can just comment it out like I have currently done for the interior of the quote, and then that I can just uncomment it when it's done. But I will leave it up for now because it's a formatting thing. That's what the placeholder is for. It's for knowing like how much space I have to work with, roughly. The photo, because tabards are longer rather than wide, it can be cropped to vertical. It might not be the exact same proportions, but it'll be something in the ballpark of these proportions, I assume. I'll figure it out. We'll get there. We'll get there. An effort is being made, I promise. I do want to go into the city, but I also really don't, because... So we will see. We'll see what happens. But that's not what we're working on today, because I obviously can't work on the actual tabard as a tabard, because we don't have the fabric yet, and it's not in my house anyway. So, what we'll be doing, what I will be doing, at the very least, is working on writing up about the materials, and then writing about the individual who inspired the gown. The reason it's called an Ikashub gown, Ikashub meaning, like, I think Ikash-esque, Ikash being the name of a person. Long story. Well, that's what the sidebar is going to tell us. It has been very truncated here. It'll be expanded in the sidebar, and then no one has to actually worry about it. But the fabric is important, because the fabric is mentioned. Like, what colors and fabrics do they use, and why? No, actually, on that, I need to edit this one, because I hate that shade of purple looking like that. It looks kind of shit like that. It needs to be, like, slightly desaturated. It's a good looking purple on the flag. It looks kind of shit when it's like that. I'll get there. So, materials. I was positive, I thought I had mentioned materials at some point, but not in any great depth. Because I was positive I mentioned somewhere in here that the fabric was different. But I guess I thought that up in my head. Which, honestly, it happens a lot. I think up a lot of shit in my head. Oh, God. I said it was Vikash. Okay. Okay. Yes, there's fabric availability. I mentioned it briefly there, but not in any great depth. And so that's what this is going to be. I didn't make any notes about it either, but I do remember what I was thinking, even though it's been close to 2 weeks. I do remember what the idea was, and that is basically that the Ijwavia and the Ijwavia gown is made of a nice, like, thick fabric that's fairly warm, because Ijwavia is in the cold-ass north. The name literally means ice country. It's cold as shit up there. So they are wearing a nice, like, thick, warm fabric that keeps people warm. Meanwhile, the Lethuzi gown is not made of a thick fabric, because they are a coastal and further south country, so it's much warmer, more, I think it was tropical, kind of? More tropical, certainly. Temperate rainforest. Close enough. is what it says. So, you know, it's a little bit warmer, so they don't have to wear, like, thick wool kind of stuff. So, and then they also have that element of you can change some elements, so like the underdress can just be a skirt rather than a full underdress, unlike on the Ijwavia where it is always a full underdress and then the tabard on top. So it happens. And then the Shahiwal version is also made of a fairly thin fabric, but not because it's necessarily warmer. It is a little bit, because they are vaguely in the temperate rainforest area, but they are inland a little, so it's a little different. The reason the Shahiwal version is made out of a thin fabric is that they are broke as shit. And so they use the cheapest goddamn stuff that they can afford. En masse. So they have made the cheapest possible version of the tabard relative to anybody else here. It is the cheapest shit. And that's why we should have made that one instead, but I didn't want to have a white tabard because that would be a nightmare. No white tabards. Gross. Ew. And then I have no idea what this one's made out of, but I'm assuming a similar fabric to this one, just because they are also a coastal country, a little bit warmer, a little bit colder because they're a bit further north, but still. Yo, Day, what up? Welcome. You're on a tram and your reception is terrible. Ew. Gross. I love trams, but ew. Tram reception is trash. I can definitely vouch for that. Ooh, I had to be in a Discord call on a tram once, and it was a genuine nightmare. I worked for like 10 minutes, and then just... Life is fantastic. Is that irony? Is that sarcasm? Is everything okay? Things all good. Shit, so... Oh, dentist appointment tomorrow. Ugh. Ugh. Oh dear. That's not great. That is not great. It is wound up in whingy mood. Fair enough. Honestly, fair. Completely fair. It happens. I get in that mood all the time. Woo! I don't actually know anything about fabric is the thing. I probably should have, good form. Fabrique. Tell me about the fabrique. Yes. Fabrique. Canvas. No. Denim. No. 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 Maybe? Ew. Bloking up for rehearsals. Ew. No. No. Mate. Duh. Who even knows? Oh, Jesus. I'm just gonna describe it very vaguely and not actually specifically state what any of the fabrics are. I don't fuck with that. Please help me with the HRT anxiety. So, hey, it's a win. Victory? Mission failed successfully? It's that kind of thing, isn't it? I'm not playing men again, they are gross. Ugh. 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 That sucks. I don't know how to word anything. Ah. Words are hard. Words are extremely hard, and I'm stuck here. I do kind of wish that I could just take that role off you so you didn't have to be dysphoric, but also that would require me to act, and I hate that. And also, ew. And also acting fun, but also ew. Eh. Ugh. Blech. Okay, so materials are used, varies by each country. Not this far, it's just bitter because wanted fairy. Yeah, that too. I mean, everyone wants. I mean, as you said, like pretty much every trans person walked into that audition like, I want to be a fairy, damn it, and then no one, and then we can't all be fairies. It's like, aww, damn it, why aren't there more fairies? I demand more fairies in my Shakespeare. More fae, etc., etc. Yeah, that's fair. Committed now. Not a whole lot you can do. Ugh. Yeah. Varies by country. Particularly, Hydravia. Thicker fabrics are used to keep soldiers warm during the parades, as it is far colder there than in the south. As a result, southern and coastal countries like Draganu and Lethuzi can afford to use thinner fabric for their gowns. The exception to this temperature-based fabric choice is Shihiru. Most pullback after you get comment, it was like, yeah, nah, because if anyone told me you did good, I'd just be like, great, thanks, I am good, fuck it, trade deals, aww. Aww. I just have to try and complain less about the play. Yeah, because, like, it's kind of difficult in that case, because you are just, it's not the fault of the cast or the director, it's basically the fault of the source material, which, I mean, Shakespeare shit is pretty old at this point. Some of it's aged okay, some of it has not. And some of it just is not gonna work for some people, you know? And just is kind of unfortunate, because then, you know, school makes you learn all of it, and it's like, it's kind of sucky. What goals I wanted, but I assume people would get my vibe. Yeah. Yeah. Should all day listen to you talk about buds and fairies. Unlike the rest of us who do. God damn it. So many buds and so many fairies. A nightmare. You have a brand, damn it. You have a brand. I was literally next to you when someone who doesn't know you that well went, hey, you're Dave Fairy Butt, right? Because they're in the Discord server. And I was like, huh? In public? You say these things in public? My god. That shit was incredible. I got to travel to university for the privilege of having somebody say fairy butt in public. I'm like, oh my god. I might just say economic reasons. Fuck the supply bit. I'm not that invested. And supply rate to economic reasons. That's a chunky little paragraph. Not that big though, because it's, oh god, it's so long. Do I even have any fabric images I can use for this? Oh god. Cloth. Would fairy butt count as obscene? I mean, I've known two different people with names derived from bottom. But that's, you know, bottom. I don't know if you would be able to get away with fairy butt. Just because it would be more obvious in that context that it was referring to butts and not being at the bottom of like a valley or whatever the fuck the name bottoms is supposed to actually mean. I'm assuming it's like German or something. I'm having a hard limit on name changes. I said you have to pay heaps more after your first 3. Action for many names. Yeah, then again, it's just kind of, it's a lot of hassle for many names. Do I have a fucking, I have a cloth thing. Where is it? I've used cloth at least once. Where is it? There, why is it that? Why is it called that? Why didn't I tag it properly? You fool. Moving paperwork. They don't expect it that much. Yeah. Alright. I can now grab this that I was going for. It's the only fabric thing I have in here. With records that much. Records. I mean, isn't there exceptions to the 3 changes anyway? Mostly like, hey, if you get married, that's a free name change, baby, or some shit. I don't remember how that works. It feels very cis. Vaguely heading in my direction. Now, by vaguely, you mean like you're heading vaguely southeasterly. And then for your friends, and you definitely be like, no, anxiety planned, like, hey, let me randomly visit. If you arrived in my house in 20 minutes, I would have to kick you out. Mostly because I think my parents would be, like, extremely confused. I don't actually know, no. Oh, you're on the tram, you're on that tram, then you get the bus. But, like, no. You can't show up at my house at 11:45. Also, the bus doesn't run anymore. So, once you get off that tram, and then get the bus to, the bus terminus, let's call it that, you can't get to my house. The buses don't run anymore. Do not buy my parents chocolate. Dave, for fuck's sake, I'm the one who's buying you chocolate. No. Stop. Do not. I don't think you can bribe my parents with chocolate at 11:45 in the evening. I know it's only 20 past, but it's an hour and a half. It's an hour and a half. Maybe an hour if you sped walk, and I guess it is late in the evening. At which point you're arriving at my house at about 11:45. So, maybe don't. Don't come to my house. I can't be a host at this hour. I'm in trouble for somebody who wants to offend them to parents if I tell pretty well. Fair enough, you know, I can't argue with that. Nah. I'm a daytime interaction person. The evening is cruel for in-person interactions. That's basically how this works. It's an excuse. Shh. It's digital. It doesn't count. I know you're not. I know you're not. Because if you did, I'd be extremely confused. I'm sitting, chilling, and then I get a text. I'm here. You're what? Beg pardon? What? Huh? No. Not allowed. How much more can I even say about the fabrics? What colors and fabrics they use and why? I guess. Because the colors are just flag shit. Oops, I didn't click that. Hey, damn stretch. Good afternoon. Good afternoon to you. How has your day been? Hopefully it has been good. That country's flag. Not bad so far, although you're not long got up. End up going to bed fully dressed last night. She just passed out. Oh no. Oh boy. Well, good night's sleep, I hope. Hey, happy Dinosaur Bob. Good morning to you. God, if I was broadcasting copyrighted music, you'd just listen to my Spotify playlist, and you'd all get extremely tired of it. So you don't do that. You're not allowed. We're not allowed to have that. And also, oh god. I've streamed copyright music like 3 times, and it's very annoying all of those times. So catching up on the weekend. Ah, yes. Oh, that's a classic. That's fair. I'm purples. God damn it. The issue is that you give me music suggestions fairly often, and the unfortunate thing is we don't actually have the same taste in music. So no, I don't want the Minecraft wiki for purple dye, you son of a gun. I didn't even drink low, just got barely any sleep. Yeah. We do not have the same taste in music. Oh god. Yeah, Wikipedia is so bright. I'm just trying to learn about, like, how it do the... I guess you can use dye on basically anything, but... Nah. Ah, that's what that tweet was about. I see. I understand. Paid for hero subscription and you like these new features, making tokens for your upcoming live stream of your D&D one-shot. Ooh! Is that the Adventure April / Play May one? Or is that an unrelated D&D one-shot? Because I know there wasn't too many people who have actually done the Adventure April Play May thing. I'm just trying to keep an eye out. No, hasn't for a while. Aha! And fair enough. Ooh! Worldbuilders Roundtable, Adventurers Forge. That explains it all. Ah! There's only my tattoo. Ooh, hold on. Let's have a look at this. Though, I will say, I was awake during that stream. I just missed the first 20 minutes of it, and then I passed out partway through. But I was awake. I voted. I voted live. And then I went to bed. I was awake, damn it. Right, so this is happening when I am super asleep. Because that is 5 a.m. I believe. Yes. That's a 5 a.m. start. I will be super asleep, I believe. Hold on. Do the math. UTC plus 10 is 5. Yes, 5 a.m. Hell yeah. Please. The news. Oh. I see. I see. Never mind. I know what's happening. I see what's happening. Hell yeah. This'll be super fun. I might try and wake up slightly earlier on Sunday to see it. Maybe. It depends how long it's gonna go, because if it's only gonna go for, like, say 4 hours, then I'm not waking up at 9 a.m. If it's going for longer than that, then I can get up at, like, 10 and just chill out. 4 hours. Damn it. Shit. I said 9 a.m. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I'd love to be there, but it's unlikely that I will be, which is a shame, because this will be a lot of fun. Because I remember there was a Ryder Greg did a similar kind of thing, I believe. A similar-ish thing back in near the end of last year. But that was a 24-hour stream, and by the end of it, he was zoned out playing Minecraft because he didn't have the energy to do anything else. So keeping it to 4 hours is probably a good idea. Smart plan. Need to pop out into town today, but you hear rain on your window. Oh, God. It's been raining all day today, and it's been awful. I had to do a work delivery, and it was raining, and I was like, well, I can't do it any other time, and it's gonna rain tomorrow, too. So I kinda gotta do it. So, had me umbrella, and I was like, well, here we go. We had 2 umbrellas, so there was 2 of us. We each had fucking golf umbrellas. It was great. And we're doing maths, well, background creatures, adventure plot, the whole thing. Oh my god. There are 4 of you. 5 of you. Numbers of you. There are many of you. At least you can each do something while, you know, it's not just one person. But that is a lot of stuff in just 4 hours. Because I'm assuming, because there's the poll. Like, are you guys going to, like, finalize the poll before the stream starts, or are you finalizing the poll results at the start of the stream and you all learn live what the actual setting theme is? I guess is the question for the base poll. Ah, yes, and of course, audience polls for details along the way. Of course. We must ask the audience, what do we do? What are we doing? What are we doing up front are the 4 questions in the poll. Right, okay. So you're all going to come into that stream knowing the results of that initial poll, and then the rest is whatever. Understandable. Yeah. Yeah, because, like, if it had been, we only finalized the poll at the start, and we all just have to come up with it on the fly, that would suck. So having that, small pre-warning is probably a good thing. Because I can imagine just floundering, like, oh shit, what's that theme? I don't know anything about this theme. Oh god. So that'll be fun. I don't think I spelled necessitate correctly. But I can't spell necessary, so. Necessitate. I guess which materials might make it stop yelling at me. There we go. Boom. Okay, how is that? That's not too bad. Hmm. You can't... Saying northern countries doesn't even really make sense here, considering it's the one country. There's only 4 of them, and Shahibul doesn't do it, because they're broke. Maybe northern areas. So you can have individual Jaganu gowns that are like thicker fabric. If you're being interesting about it. I don't know if there's anything else I can really say here about the materials. It's not very complicated. It's like, hey, cold place, warmer fabric. Hot place, thinner fabric. Broke place, very thin fabric. Tired brain, grumpy, something go music, but maybe back later. Stay crazy. Well, I mean, I can't say no. I always am. That is simply how it be. Have a fun ride home, bud. Like, that gave them the cold shit. It was cold. Oh god, Makara has a nightmare story. Oh no. Oh god. Oh no, the nightmares. No. Work-wise. Oh no. Oh dear. Maybe. Piece of clothing, colors and fabrics, symbols and icons. People wear them. What role do they serve? Support. Nah. Evolution. Okay. I think it's just myth time. There's not a whole lot else I can do. It's gotta be myth time. Say Queen Ikash. Client reports. Employees answer several questions and score goals on how the client did. Stored in a complex database structure. Guess who has to write queries to extract all of the client reports into readable HTML? Oh no. Oh no. Oh dear. Oh dear. That does not sound easy or fun. I do not envy you on that. Oh no. Did I link the battle workshop? I did not. Well, I linked it later. Rest of Duracine. Tags. I hate them. Ugh. God damn it. I think I need to re-tag everything so it doesn't use the full name. Just to avoid that shit. Because that is far too many things. Like, this one does it the same as well, because I have a bunch of articles tagged with this country as well. So it's just so many. At least Arabivos is easy because it starts with an A, so it's just up at the top. Ugh. The most choice questions, unfortunately the report only uses single choice questions. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. That would be a nightmare. No thanks. No thanks. I was positive I had notes about her, and I didn't put them anywhere. So that's unfortunate. Liberating the continent from the Soril Empire. Who had conquered it some years prior. Hey, Cetrium! Good time zone to you. Hopefully you've been having a good day. Hopefully everyone's having a good day, or at least an acceptable day. An okay day, you know? We can set our bars low or high, as high as we need it to. Trying in uni projects and doing writing instead. Just the usual. Honestly, yeah. Yeah. I mean, that was me most of last year, and it will be me again, second half of this year. A lot. I love procrastinating on university work. It's so fun, because the uni work is usually not fun. And it's usually no fun. Or it's okay, but like, I'm not in the mood. Do something else. Only got 3 weeks left, and then you're done with uni for good! Yes! Yay! Woo! Hell yeah, we gotta get out of there. Get that degree! Woo! Oh, man. Down. You start writing about your other D&D characters. You have to admit, it's getting kinda long. How long is kinda long? How long is kinda long? Are we talking like 2K? Or like 5K? Either way, I respect it. And I couldn't throw stones even if I wanted to, because the Niall article is right there, and it's like... Ah, you're supposed to wait about 2K. Nice. Listen, your D&D character does a lot of stuff and has a lot of history. It makes sense. Like, and we love our D&D characters. I know our TTRPG characters in general. We love them dearly. I love mine a lot. Which is why, again, the Niall article is like 4K long. It's like, oh, Jesus. Oh, God. Then again, it has a summary of the events. To a point, I need to go back in there. About 5 different personas tends to blow up the article a bit. Yeah, a little. It blows it up a little. just a touch, just a tad, a smidge. A teensy-weensy bit. You forgot one. It's 6 personas, not 5. Oh, God. I mean, it's still only a smidge, a tad, a teensy bit, a droplet. Further, basically their history. Yeah. I can see how that would sort of expand the word count a little bit. Yay. Forward. Most camp. Let's camp. Action. This will be the long section because I can write a lot about this. Thank God. You use a tiny bit with the pronouns and names. You're talking about different personas. And in places it's hard to get. It's a bit hard to keep the context of the pronouns, if that makes any sense. No, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Because, you know, one section, it's using one set of pronouns for that character. In another section, using a different set of pronouns for the same character. It's like, oh shit. Oh god. It can get a little confusing. Especially if they're not the same pronouns that they are currently using in the current persona. It's like, oh shit. I can imagine that. Oop, that's the wrong. Get out of there. Close that. Close that. Boom. Just remove the considered. In the section where you're talking about their parent, so the character is using he, him at the time. Their parent is using she, her. When we're talking about the two as a whole, it is they, them. I promise it makes sense if you think about it, it's just a tiny bit confusing. Yeah. No, that makes sense. But it does sound like it would be complicated to both write and read a little. Just like it would take a moment to like when you scan down, go, wait, what? And then go back to the top and start again, you're like, oh, I get it now. Just takes that like slight double back to sort of fully process it. I can imagine. But also, super cool. It is also super cool. I'm not sure there's a better way, but you're using their names a ton. Yeah, that's usually like if you're trying to avoid pronouns, that's basically the only way to do it, is just refer to them by name. Because, like, even though it can come off quite clunky, but at the same time, it at least it can read clearer than if their pronouns are kind of, for lack of a better word, funky. Just like, name, name, name. You know exactly who I'm referring to because I'm calling them by their name. You know who they are. They're here. So, you know, it's the balance between, like, clarity and clarity and clunk, I guess. Soliles. Soliles. That's it. Eriseriles. Yeah. Current as opposed to they, them. But sometimes if you talk about them both together, they would also be the them, plural. Yeah. So we got the they, we got the singular they, them, we got the plural they, them. Shit. Who am I referring to? Oh no. I mean, that's always like, that's a problem in a lot of places, to be fair. Like, it's a notorious problem in, like, any, like, same-gender romance. Because, like, with hetero romance, where you have a she and a he, you can distinguish the characters very easily in an intimate scene because you're referring to them with different pronouns, so you know exactly who they are. But if both of them use he, him, then it's like, oh shit. We have the he, him problem. Or the she, her problem. And now the they, them problem. But that also has the plural problem. It's like, oh, Jesus Christ. Pronouns. Ah. Hey, good time zone, Luthan. Welcome. Good day to you. Hopefully you were having a good day. Yeah. Oh yeah, like it's the sort of thing that, like, especially in well-written work, you sort of don't notice it, but then when you have to stop and think about it or consciously write it, the pronoun thing is just like, oh, Jesus. Yeah, Yeah, well, you try and use the names as much as you can, or you try and write a sentence that avoids either name or pronoun. Because if you repeat name, 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 name constantly, it feels awful. Like, if we, for example, I write very wordily, so this isn't a great example, but the paragraph here, it's like, much of her renown comes from the fancy story about her. It would be, much of Ikash's renown comes from the fanciful stories told about Ikash in the Battle of Yugoslavia. And that would sort of just keep repeating if you say the name all the time. So you have to work around that. And it's difficult to do, but it is a good thing to put effort into. To, you know, have pronouns be clear and like who is who and everything, but it's not easy. I mean, I can't write for shit, so I find it incredibly difficult. Which is great, because, you know, woo. Love to have the pronouns that confuse all the grammar. So much fun. And you have to do a ton of editing passes on it to make it flow right. Challenge, but a fun one. And rewarding. So, it all works out in the end, hopefully. With time, it all sort of coalesces. That's great. The current speed of procrastination, that icon might well be done next week. Ah, yes. It's like, well, the speed that I'm doing the wrong thing, hell yeah, it's gonna be done in no time. Oh god, I love when that happens. Instead of close. Hey, very productive gay, got a lot of things. Got a lot done. There's a lot of things that I should have been doing in the first place. That's a mood. That happens way too often. That happens so much. Like, I did so much today in Rogue Legacy 2, but I didn't do any writing, didn't do any, like, drawing, nothing. But man, video game progress is through the roof. Been killing it. Oh, no. It happens a lot. To the rules ascribed to Nagash. Raiding onto the battlefield in whatever they could to lend a hand to the Kuyanami and the... Oh, there's a boat. Get out of here. Get out of here. Scram. Got 3 weeks to finish this purge. Got time. It'll be fine. Yeah, how much sleep are we getting on the last day? Not much. Oh, God. That's how uni is, yo. It be like that. It's like, ah, yes. I will procrastinate an amount, and then I'll be stressing up until the deadline, going, oh shit, oh no. But that's the university way. Hell, that's just my way in general. I never learn. I never improve. I do the same thing. I always do this. I don't think I've ever been late, though. I had one deadline extension, but for unrelated reasons. That's the only time I was late. I was like, hey, can I have a week? And even then I submitted it like 4 days ahead of my new deadline anyway. So I was like, I would have finished it in time, but I was like, nah, I need help. I need more time, ma'am. And she's like, yeah, no worries. It's like, thank God. God. It's a miracle. No missed deadline so far. Yeah. Yeah. Me on me. How long is that? That's long as shit. Do I need like 4 images? Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. Do I? I don't know about that. I shouldn't have closed the images file. I should want to do that in a different window for reasons. So I need to fix something real quick. Oop, that's the wrong tab. Tabs, tabs, tabs. Need to fix something real quick. That. Alright, we're good now. Alright, Alright, so do I have a good image for war? I have that. Wow, that's a hell of a combination. God, that art is old. And, oh no. Oh dear. As I was done, you just throw it around everywhere. I love this character. Hell yeah. That's the shit. That's the shit we like to see. We want to have, like, a lot of love for our world building work. That's the stuff that's cool. Battle. Do I have any good images for this? I think the sword one works well at the bottom. To go like that. Sword chainmail war, thank you. Put it back. Refresh it. Because that works decently well. But there'd probably be another paragraph on it. Oops, gotta run. Stream time. Alright, see you, Lahan. Thanks for dropping by. Have a lot of fun streaming. Or a productive stream and all that jazz. Distinctive element of the Kasholba gown. Not even a paragraph, just a sentence. I think it needs one other... Oh, well, paragraph. I think it needs one more image, though. And I can imagine... I have an idea for something else I can do. Which is... Oh, I didn't link to the Northwest in there. That's unfortunate. Fact. I have a story to tell about your dog and your dice bag. Hell yeah. But also, oh no. Oh, I didn't make a map of all of them. Oh. Beans. Did I really not make a map of just the Northwest Pact? Alright. Whatever. Maybe... Because there's a fire. There's like a building on fire at some point, and I remember it. I remember it. I remember that image. I don't remember where I used it, but I remember that image. I feel like that might work. Was it in house? No, it was in the House and Office article, wasn't it? Like a siege or something. Siege! There it is. That's what I was thinking of. God, what an edit. What an edit. What an edit. Okay, so it was Siege. Because it was Siege of Rabadon, I believe. Possibly. I'm not sure. Yeah, okay. That's better. And then... that's basically the substance of the article. I'm gonna quickly check. I hope it's not scrolling. It's not scrolling. Sideways. Okay. That might work a little better. Oh, I didn't mean to put that there, actually. Well, no, it works there. That works in that spot. I meant to put the one above, but I think it actually works quite well there. What I wanted to do... because I have plenty of words still, but I don't need any more words. Ooh. Do I have my map actually set to be able to use in CSP? I don't remember. Let's see. Let's see if it works. It might not. Because if it is, then that's good. If it's not, then ugh. Open. Map. Thrust in political? Where's the PSD for that? PSD is country plan shenanigans? New country map. There it is. Okay, so does it work? Yes? How do I do the Cape Yindab shenanigans? Hold on. No, I'm confused. How do I do Yindab? Well, that looks completely different in CSP. That's not good. Hold on. Let me show it so that it's visible. Because that's what we're going to be doing for a little bit, is getting the map to function. I need... God, the timer's in the way because I use it to cover something. Beep. Alright. Sorry, I'm doing troubleshooting because this image was designed for Photoshop. And I don't know why that specific line is blue. Why is that line blue? What? Oh, because it's a multiply. There's a multiply. Oh. What? Okay. Oh, I kind of remember. Okay. I think that's something that could be salvaged if I ever desperately needed to redo the thing. Because I think it was literally actually like this on the article, which means it's basically fine. It is doing actually, I think it was like that. So it's actually basically fine. The only difference was that the borders were on a different... they were like at like 50 or something. So it was basically like that. Which means this is fine. So I think my map works in CSP, which is good. I bloody hope. Because that means we can do something. And it's called... I put them in alphabetical order, and it made sense at the time. I need to find Idwavia. Lathuzi. Shihiwood. And Dragano, and there's the merfolk, which doesn't technically count. They're chilling. Alright, so there's those. But, there would be more to it. It would not just be these three. And so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go up here. I need my color. Where's the color? It's over here, right? Yeah. Here's the color that I use for maps. Map. Oh yeah, that's why I couldn't do that, because I have this set up really weird. For a reason. I know why it's like this, but it is very annoying. Because this is... I actually don't know what is happening on there, to be honest. Oh, because it has a clipping mask. Wait, why is it then applying to the whole... Oh, because the clipping mask is the whole thing. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. I mean, the thing is that I could probably just release the clipping mask. Disable mask. Have it be clip layer instead. Because the reason I didn't do it in Photoshop is because Photoshop didn't let me do it. And then this has the same effect, except what you do. What you do is you do this. Countries. You do this. Nope. That's caps lock, not shift. And we release that, and we put on that. And now I can do the thing that I wanted to do the whole time, but I couldn't do it in Photoshop. Oh my god. I'm gonna save that. I don't need Photoshop anymore. Screw you. Bite me. It will affect the paper thing though, won't it? I don't think that hue saturation is supposed to look like that. I don't know what it's supposed to look like, but I don't think it's supposed to look like that. Oops, I broke that. It's fine, don't worry about it. So, what we can do, I can come in here, and I can have a little sub layer. Photoshop is wild. This isn't Photoshop, this is Clip Studio Paint, but it's all still equally a little bit, arcane. Extent of castle gown. I'm gonna quickly do that. I'm gonna pop this on. Take that out. Now what we can do. So it's not gonna go over here at all, because there's actually a mountain range up to here. And there's no reason for this country to give a shit. So nothing's gonna go in there. And there's not really any reason for this country to give a shit either. Yep. They're all a bit wild. I gotta go into a work meet. See you, Makara! Thanks for dropping by. Actually, it's basically just like this country, this island here, I believe. I'm gonna check though. Because this is relating to a thing, and I've specifically identified what place that is at some point. No, it's in the timeline. Yes, I remember now. Nope, there's no timeline. Where is it? I know where it is. I know where it is. I know where it is. I know where this information is. I'm positive I know where this information is. Is it in the timeline? Disturbance? Vijovia Kuviana War? Rahukab. Okay. Okay, yeah, so Rahukab. No, okay. Alright, but it would be the islands in general. So it would be these, I believe is how that would work. It would just be those. Keep the shenanigans. And then what I can do, I can save it. Oh, for the love of God. Yes, save it. Is anyone do that every single time I hit save? No, I should have done. Hindsight is 2020. I should have did save as. That's unfortunate. Oops. Save as. I'm gonna put it in here, actually. I'm gonna say, Euro, Turasin, country. Map. Not a BMP. Not a BMP. Not a BMP. A CSP. A clip even. Alright. We have saved it as a clip. We're all good now. And so now I can check what size I usually save shit as. It's usually a half size? Half size. So, change image resolution. 0.5. 0.5. Do that. Alt E. New folder. Mine. Actually, no. There's a folder for this. Oop, hold on. Sorry. I need to check something real quick. Alright, Alt E. There's a folder for this shit. And it's in map crops. I think. Not apricot. Map crops. Okay, so this would be a casual spread map. Except I have a system for that. So on the one way is we do it like this. The other way is we don't do it like that. What we do is we right, because the issue is I can't do the... Actually, no, I can do that. I think I can do that. I think I can redo the thing that I was thinking of doing. I think it's an ooh, what? Oh, I see what it's doing. Okay. You'd want to do this as an overlay, wouldn't you? Yeah, that's the one. That's what I was thinking of. That's the way you do it. So then it would be, you know, 75 here, and that's what that was. But if I could open the... No, because I didn't do it in the thing. But I think I know how to make this have the effect that I want. Maybe? Objects. Add outline. Add outline. Clip Studio Paint. Tell me, how do I do it? Give it to me. Okay, it's with the selection tool. Ah, outline selection. Okay. Okay. Alright. So what I would need to do, just do this. It's gonna be a bit janky, but I can imagine how this works. Don't do that. Well, not the close gap. I need the color mode to just go way up. No, I remember why it's gonna be an issue. I. That fixes some of them. Most of them. I then need to come in here and erase that one. And some of these ones. I think that's the only bit. The rest of it should actually be selected properly right now. Bit. Bleh. Control O. I'm going... I think then what I can do is I'd probably actually put it as a separate layer. New... Up here. Then outline. It'll be slightly different. So on the layer palette, the layer went add outline, then select edit menu. Edit menu. Outline selection. Draw on border line width 10. Yes. Yes. It's in red, but we're getting there. I think that is slightly too thick, though. Because that's a bit too thick, unfortunately. We can outline and make it black over here. Outline, selection, I think let's go for 5, draw on border. That seems a lot more close to correct. And that means I can do this and this. The borders would probably be black here, so they're visible. In the Pariha article, they weren't, the Pariha one, they weren't there because it was a thing. Could remove them. Might look better without them. Add a little bit of noise. I think that's the right thickness. It looks about right. It does also have a little bit of jank, but I feel like that's basically as much as you can do, right? And then the issue is recreating every other part of that equation. So if I open the other map file, which is, I believe, Thesk. I believe Thesk is the one that I've been using for that. For reasons. It's called Thesk because that's what it was called initially, and by called initially, I mean it wasn't called that, but I needed a, something to do. Okay, so the hue saturation is not working, because that's not what it's supposed to look like. But this is basically correct. So I'd like to duplicate that layer. I didn't want to duplicate it here. I wanted to duplicate it over here. Thank you. Is this still on half size? Did I half size this before I did any of this shit? I did. Get me out of here. Abort. Abort. Get out. Please. Okay, we're good. Alright. Back one. Back forward up. Save. Save. Alright, we're good. Okay. We're gonna redo that step. We're gonna redo that. So we're going to click this. No. We're going to click this. Control Shift I. Remove lake. This part. And lake and lake. I'm going to come up here. We're going to go outline, selection, draw on border, bam. Border's back in business. Control save. It's a little bit different now. In fact, that's very strange because that would have been identical. Oh, I kind of know why it does that. I know why it does that. I know why it looks weird, and it's because I export it in one thing, and then I actually use it in the other. I know why it does that. Ugh. I'll make it 10 then, because that way it makes the same effect as it's supposed to have. Oop, I missed one. I missed a bit. Missed a bit. I'd like to hit the OK, and then come back up here, and basically just repeat. Same thing. Thank you. Okay. Turn off borders, turn on blue and this. Whatever. And then what I can do... Well, now it's a matter of Control V, so now I have the paper texture. It's a little bit too small, but that's fine. And then I need to try and recreate the sepia-ish tone that I use. Which is gonna be interesting. I'll pull in the example that I'm using for this, which is that. Because that was the crop I did for the Puriha Coral article from last challenge. And so I need to try and recreate this style. And I'm not totally sure how I'm going to do that. Start there. Not quite soft light. Overlay? No. Ooh. So fairly warm. So I'm gonna put these in a. So this is the So it's gonna go pass through. First, trying to get the saturation level of it, which actually doesn't really make a difference, but it does bring everything down to the same kind of color tone. Or like, it flattens it a little, not too much. Something like that. And then what you would also do is a slight hue thing. Like 5. I think this could be an overlay. Ooh, actually that's looking pretty good. Getting close. Let's bring this over so that we have it as a comparison. I don't know why it's sized so differently. Well, it's not sized so differently, it's just like right there. Okay, so we have our comparison. We're trying to get there. Oh god. It's image editing. Welcome. This is not what I said I was doing initially, but it's related, I promise. Okay. God damn it. Oh, hey, oh, ho, 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 ho. We're getting there. That's a lot closer. That's a lot closer. That's not close. That is a lot closer. This should not be in there. Okay, so then maybe what we then do at the top is what we call a brightness. Oh, Jesus. No, brightness isn't gonna do it. Would it just be overlay fucking white? Bring that down to like 5, 10. With a light blue. I like red. I feel like this is kind of the closest I'm gonna get, and I feel like I probably like that a bit better anyway. I think even without the light, but probably without the light as well, because that just sort of flattens it a bit more. That's probably the closest I'll get initially on this. I feel like that works. And then save. Yeah, I know. I know, it's a big file. I'm a very mean person for doing this to you. Ooh, that's interesting looking. At least it contrasts. At least you can tell that it's a red. I guess. That's the wrong brush. That's why it was so small. And then all you'd have to do now is just take take this paper, make it big. Okay. I'm gonna Alt-E, map, crops, hit partial, spread, map 2, output. Yep, thanks. This should all be basically reversible, so it's okay. Nothing's permanent. I did export as a PNG, right? Yeah. Oh, Jesus. Well, it is twice the size, which is a thing, because I didn't make it smaller. And then, oh, Jesus. Okay, and then I'm gonna save it, because there's no real reason not to. And then I'm gonna open Partial Spread Map 2. I'm going to change resolution to 0.5. I will then Control S. It's literally just saving it. Yeah, I said Control S, didn't I? Just save it. I'm saving. There's no layer changes. I'm just saving it. What? What? And then now it is 3 megabytes. Jesus Christ. That's a big map. That's a big map. Oh God. Oops. Not a whole lot I can do about that, to be honest. Well, I mean, there is stuff I can do about that. It's called a WebP, but I can't natively export to WebP, so this will have to do. That is, not that's, I need to put this. Let's take this in. And this is the Gashab. Spread. I'm going to add it to the map fragments gallery. And now I'm going to bring it into here. Yes. So gosh. Oh yeah, you can't see that anymore because I closed Chrome. There we go. space, save it. And boom, now there's a spread map. And now the sidebar is longer. This is fine. This is fine. Because I can also make it smaller if I need to. I'd rather not, though. Yeah, that is a map of where it is. It's found in this location and basically nowhere else. But technically it is found in Kuoviana, but only kind of. Only kind of. In the sense that those two islands are former Ijwavia holdings, and so it makes sense that they still kind of wear them, but only kind of. I think that's neat. I might tweak the filter a little bit. It's a little... I'll figure it out. Which ones? Let's see. So, do not save, and definitely don't save. Oh god. Do not do that. Okay, I can close Clip Studio Paint now. And now it is 11:30 and I'm done, so now that's a problem for me. Well, actually, no, I'm not. I'm not done. I'm a fool. I'm not done. Because I have... because I have an empty quote and I need to put something in. I have an empty quote that has been empty since the challenge started, and I need to put something in it. It's been empty for almost a month. I don't know... because it says either go through a thing about the hem, or about the differences in styles, or how they don't travel elsewhere, or a reference to Gigani's adoption of it specifically, because I think that's funny. Which, I mean, hey, if it works, it works. I do think this candle's kind of cool, which is why it's there. I think maybe I'll go for the they don't travel elsewhere bit. I think that's probably the spot where it's interesting to go for. How does that, like, read in the article as a chunk? And it would be armies. Actually, it wouldn't even be a parade. They're armies dressed for parades. Okay. That should be around, that's basically a good length. Okay. So I need a name now. A name, and a place. For whom? Whom speaks of the tabard? I'm thinking possibly type, character. Actually, it's probably a good way. So I can do this way. Let's go for. There's a. Oh. Oh yeah. So Zechalavid. Its current leader is. Where are they? Where are they at? I named both of you. Where are you? Data and Viking. Okie dokie. Data and Viking. Data's name is more significant. Let's go for that one. Drive by Day. Hey, Day! Welcome back. Pew 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 pew. Hey! Boom! That's an article, yo. It's an article. I promise, it exists. It's real. It doesn't have a cover yet, though, and I'm going to hide the candle. Music good, you wouldn't like it. That is correct. There are many. I have bad taste. Is basically how that works. I have bad taste. What do I use as the cover? I might just use the. No, I can't just use this. Technically, yes. Technically, yes. In that there is a history of the tabard. In general. It does not include the specific history of the tabard we're making. It's like, ah, yes, so we made a plan to do this, and then we did that. But yes, there is. We've got the design, the 4 of them. We've got the purpose. We've got the history. We've got what it's made out of in the most vague sense possible, and we've got a thing about some shit. You don't need cultural notes. Do not buy burlap. It's not that, like, old. People in the, like, early Victorian weren't wearing burlap? What are you doing? How dare you? Don't do this to me. How dare you? God damn it. Oh no, I didn't want that one on display-ish. Let's find a fabric. Let's find a fabric image that I can crop to use for a thing. I don't actually remember which. I'm assuming this is a Pixabay one. Yeah, because I grabbed it from this. And I technically did edit this one, I believe. I believe this one is edited with a bunch of stars on it. How dare you? How dare I? How dare I? This is technically a specific fabric, but I use it anyway because it works. I need literally any other fabric. As a placeholder, anything else. I mean, it is literally just fabrics. I must not question the madness. I don't question it. I don't question it. I just, you know, am bad at joke. That's not a fabric. Sure. What you got for tabards? No tabards. Military dress uniform. Military dress. Oh boy. Okay. This is not gonna go well. Image searching is not gonna go well, I don't think. I think I'd have to do it off stream because it'll just get really weird at some point. I'll do that later. I'll find an image to use as the cover. In the meantime, I'm going to do this. I'm gonna refresh it. Yeet, yeet, yeet. Let me get it. You know, I think if I make you a vest that is plain on the outside and on the inside is literally the lesbian flag. This is it was like cool vest, and the guys were like, oh hello. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's in this article. I'm gonna make you a vest that's black and all soft dark purple on the inside. Hell yeah. That would be cool though. Both of those would be hella cool. Alright. This should now be present somewhere. How did you both do the same title? You fools! My god. How did this happen? I'm assuming it probably doesn't actually come up with a thing, does it? Oh yeah, no, it doesn't. Doesn't come up with a thing. I'll figure it out. Make like a whole set of matching vests for your friends so we could be best friends. Oh my god. I can't believe you've done this. That is an incredible pun though. I respect the shit out of that pun. That pun is incredible. Oh, wow. God damn. No shit, it's 20 to 12 and I'm kinda done, so that's unfortunate. Oops. Sorry. Because now I'm bored. Does anyone have anything for me to showcase, maybe? For example, perhaps, a costume challenge article? 100 plus on fabric because retail therapy. Oh my god. I respect that. I mean, I don't support spending a lot of shit, but also I respect it. Well, yeah, I need to get that to you somehow. You need to tell me how I can get you that money, if I'm not seeing you in person. Which we will find out tomorrow, basically. I'll obviously try to tell you as much time as I can. It'll probably be like, I don't know, like 6 o'clock. I'll be like, okay. Maybe 7 o'clock. Basically, yell at me at 7 PM tomorrow, and I'll give you a yes/no. And if I'm not going, then you need to tell me how to pay you. Yeah, give me that. Send me those tomorrow if I say I'm not coming. I'm sorry. Actually, I'll make a reminder for myself. I will set myself a reminder to yell at you at 7 PM tomorrow. And by yell at you, I mean tell you yes, no, and if no, then yell. I will set a reminder. That's the wrong app for that. I need this app. Calendar. Time is silly. Time is very silly. Alright. Come on. Reminder. Wednesday. Not 8 AM. Jesus Christ. Not 7 AM. Jesus Christ. I know. Time is very annoying. Going to city. And if no, how to pay. Let me give monies. There we go. The reminder has been set. So now that is sorted. That is its own thing. That's the wrong button for that. I want that button. Excellent. My calendar is a mess, though, considering it is... Because, like, I don't know if anyone can see it, but basically it's got 3 times a week it has a stream notification in orange. Then on those stream days it has a stream reminder 30 minutes before. And then every day also has a Duolingo notification at 4 PM. Because I got rid of it off my phone. And that means it doesn't remind me properly. So I need to do it myself. And then there's also a bunch of, like, holidays. Oh yeah, and then there's the happy birthday in purple. Yeehaw. My birthday is in, 2 weeks. I turned 22 in 2 weeks, which is pretty fucking wild. I didn't ask for that, but here I am. The Bartimaeus trilogy? And a really cool alt universe. I've done consciousness separation wasn't really a thing there. Huh. Interesting. That sounds pretty cool. I have no idea what most of that means, but it sounds cool. I support cool sounding stuff. I'm sorry for the crinkling noises of the wrapper, by the way. I'm sure it sounds genuinely atrocious, and I apologize profusely. God damn it. There we go. I learned how to mute the microphone. I mean, spelled it wrong. I mean... Bartimaeus. Bartimaeus. The Bartimaeus sequence. The beings from there get summoned here as demons by wizards, and they mostly resent having to as individuals. And I get it. You know what? Yeah. I get it. Huh. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Interesting individuals popping up here. Ooh boy. There's more than the core trilogy? There's more to this? Oh. There's an entire, 4th book. Or what? Oh, the prequel novel. Got it. Gotcha. Gotcha. It does look interesting. It looks pretty cool. I need to read more shit. I need to just read more books. And I keep not doing that. I was pointing at Benjamin Disraeli. Because that's the only man there who I was like, I recognize that name, and that's an interesting decision. I mean, of course he's there, but like, you know. Goddamn. Hell of a man. Hell of an individual. I genuinely don't remember anything about him, aside from the fact that his name is memorable. Read prequel, whatever. Fair enough. Fair enough. Not everyone, you know, wants to read prequels to books. I get it. I don't think I've ever actually read a prequel. Which is kind of weird to say out loud. But I don't think I've ever actually read a prequel. Well, yeah, it's Alternative London from the time of when, you know, the late 19th century, when, you know, Benjamin Disraeli was the Prime Minister. I assume is what's going on there. And William Gladstone and all them. So, you know, like, wait, I don't know. Yeah, that would be like the like 1870s or some shit. The Civil War is in there, the American one. I'm like, oh god. Goddamn. You know, hell of a time period to pick, I guess. Well, the humans are largely dicks. Ah, he fits right in. Ah, god. The character becomes a dick in the 2nd book. Oh no! He gets better. Oh, that's good. Eventually. Eventually he gets better. But for a time. Goddamn. Take some beatings. Ah, yes. Just sort of slap him around a little bit. Eventually he'll stop being a dick. And I'm assuming Bart is the demon. Correct? I'm just gonna assume that makes sense to me. Yeah. Yeah. All trains of thought which is pictured as footnotes. Ah, hell yeah! I love footnotes. I love footnotes in novels. That shit rules. I say that, I've only actually read one book series with footnotes. And that's because it was a comedy. So, you know, he was just kind of doing a thing. He was doing a whole thing in that. Because that was the Floods by Colin Thompson. No relation. Which I don't know if is a good series or not, because it's a children's series, and I didn't like the last couple books. So it's whatever. It's whatever. But there's a bunch of footnotes shit, and I'm like, yeah, this is great. I fucking love this. I love footnotes. Millie off the train. Hell yeah. Yeah, mostly for comedy or snark. Yeah. I meant, like, as a, like, structural thing. I don't know. Is cool. For all her children. Ah, yes. Of course. Of course we are. We are all horrible children. We deserve the snark. We deserve the snark and we deserve the bad comedies. It's great. We love it. Ah. Why do I have to kill time? I don't, arguably. I genuinely don't. That's what I could do. What I could do. Hold on. I'm gonna mute this tab so it doesn't break anything. What we could do, because I'm not gonna be able to find anything to do for 8 minutes, and dragging it out for no reason seems like kind of a waste of my time, to be honest, when I could be, you know, eating more bad snacks or going to bed or something, you know? So what we can do, I'm just waiting for an ad to play. One more. No more watching to hang out when you get home. Ugh. Fucking the longest ad imaginable. Fucking... Nah. What we can do, because she is live, what we can do is we can, normally on a Tuesday we'd finish up at midnight, which is in 7 minutes, and we would read Up to Dinosaur Bob. But what we're going to do today, because I have nothing else to do and I would like to go to bed, honestly. I'm not like gonna drop out, like pass out tired, but I like sleep. So I like that idea. So what I'm going to do is we're going to raid Lathan, who will then, I'm pretty confident, will lead us into Up to Dinosaur Bob stream. I believe that's how that usually works. Exactly! So I figure it gets us to the same place at the end anyway. So, a reminder for everybody that the raid call is to get ready. And we will be raiding Lathan. That's the wrong word. There we go. Alright. So, thank you all for coming. Slightly shorter than normal, but you know what? Hey, I finished what I wanted to do, so it works. So thank you all for coming. Hopefully you all had fun as I did it on about nonsense and finished an article for once in my life. Hopefully you all have an excellent day, doing whatever, being productive, going to bed, etc. Hopefully it is good. And, you know, hopefully I'll see many of you around in the future on my stream and on others. Bye, everybody! Bye, all!